It's been said that life is like a book. Each minute a word, each hour a line, each day a paragraph, and each year a page. Word by word, line by line, page by page, we write our personal book of life. Others join us on its pages. However, we are the author of the book that we write. The Bible reminds us that a person's life is much like a special, beautiful flower, but all too soon it fades away and it's gone. There surely must be very few not familiar with what took place on April 15, 1912, when the maiden voyage of the Titanic sank 4 days after departing Southampton after its collision with an iceberg the night before. Books that have been written state the ship could carry up to 2,435 passengers and crew of approximately 900, bringing her capacity to more than 3,300 people. As a result, even if the lifeboats were fully loaded, there were only seats for 1/3 of the passengers. One surviving passenger, Barbara Dayton, lived in England and was the only one of the 2 British passengers to survive the sinking. Throughout her life, she consistently refused to discuss with anyone what all took place on the Titanic that fateful night. She died at the age of 96 in 2007, and I wonder, being the author of the book she could have talked about and written, what all would she have been able to tell? Back in Liverpool, England, at the White Star headquarters, where the ill-fated Titanic departed from, a large poster board was hung on the walls, one to the right and one to the left of the doors of the building. On one side were written 4 words, known to be saved, and on the other, the 4 words, known to be lost. You can imagine the silence that came over loved ones each time the messenger of hope or the messenger of incredible loss began posting. Would he be the messenger of doom, or would he be the messenger of protection? One day, over 2,000 years ago, God looked down from heaven and wrote in his book, the Lamb's Book of Life, his 4 words, known to be saved. And while the message of the cross hasn't changed, nor will it ever, yet the author of your book continues to be written, and you can change the wording from known to be lost to known to be saved. All that is needed is to acknowledge to the Lord and confess that you are incapable of piloting your own life vessel, that you need a Savior, and that Jesus is the only one who fits that bill. The instant you confess that, God then writes your name in the Lamb's Book of Life, as spoken of in the book of Revelation chapter 13, verse 8. And you become a member of his family, guaranteed a place in heaven, and not on sinking sand or a watery grave. And it can take place this very minute. You need not be a scholar in the Bible, just a thankful, repentant man, woman, or young person who will give up control of your own personal ship that's floating on the wild seas of planet Earth and receive Jesus as your Lord and Savior. I bring you blessings from Dale, CRA Ministries, International, Goodyear, Arizona.